This is my studio. It's decent enough. I got a couple of things. Whatever, you know. First thing you want to do, you know you got to get some type of CPU, mic, PC, whatever. Next thing you want to concentrate on, you're going to need some kind of audio card, audio source or whatever. What I got one of those old PCI cards or whatever, one of those M-Audio things or whatever. And it works good enough. These days you got, you know, with the USB, it's finally fast enough to deal with music and whatever. Well, video for that matter also, with the USB 2.0. So a lot of guys, they getting the USB 2.0 audio sources and you know, and in tandem with some kind of controller instead of, you know, getting a classic outboard mixer like I have. I got one of those old Mackie 1604 VLC, whatever you call them, I don't know. And the next thing you want to look at is monitors. Got to have some good monitors because you got to be able to hear, and you need monitors that don't lie to you. They'll make things sound better than what they sound. And I have to say the Yamaha HS80Ms, whatever, I think that's what you call them. You need some good powered monitors. You want to get powered monitors, and these are like for a project studio. You gotta, to me personally, probably the best you can get. I think Mackie, they make some stuff, and you always see those KRKs, little orange monitors. That's what I call them. Hey man, you know, that's cool, and it might work out for you. But hey, I never dealt with them, and I'm very happy with the Yamahas, and I think everybody else is done. As far as outboard gear, you know, it's like stuff I got over here. I got a Roland MV8800. It's like the last of the great drum machines or whatever. And you know, everybody these days, I don't know, some people still use MPC, Akai MPC 2000s and what have you, the 1000s, the hell, the 5000s, whatever, you know. And anyway, I really don't use it that much anymore because I'm dealing with Fruity Loops, and we're gonna get into Fruity Loops a little later. As far as the other hardware, I got this old keyboard right here. It's a Roland XP80, and I really don't use it for sounds anymore. Just basically, I use it as a MIDI controller for, you know, the programs and what have you, the Fruity Loops and what have you. I got over here, I got one of those little Numark DJ controller things. Right now, I'm using my this little utility room. It's, you know, wow. I got my monitor here just in case, you know, whatever you want to read the lyrics. And let's get to the mic. It's an oldie but goodie. It's one of those old CAD Ecotech 100s or whatever. Anyway, it's one of the old ones. It works good. You know, it was made in America and it was made in China. About my Papa Stocker. Well, you know, I'm old school. I didn't feel like buying one, so I just got some stocking in the thing. I don't advise anybody doing this. It's just this how HJ roll, you know what I'm saying? There's several programs that I use, and they're very effective. My main program I use is Cubase 5.1. It's a very good recording program, and it's very good for using VSTs. And, it helps out a lot because, you know, it keeps me from having to buy new keyboards and stuff. All that. Those days over with. It's a very good program, and I advise it. Also, I have a Pro Tools Empire 8, which I really don't use that much. The only reason I have it is when people come in with Pro Tools stuff and I gotta use it. But I got it. I got Nuendo 4. It's like a beefed up version of Cubase 5.1, and I use it sometimes for certain things. And my main program that I use a lot is FL Studio 10 because it's a great program, and it keeps me from using my drum machine. You know, it's very easy to use. It's very powerful. I use it a lot, and most times I even mix, you know, FL Studio 10. You know, when I'm doing instrumentals, it's very effective. I recommend it highly. When I want to master, I use Wavelab 6. It's a very powerful program for mastering. If you can do that kind of thing, you know, you gotta try. You know, it's rough out there. And I got SoundForge 10, which I use sparingly in situations. One main question is getting all this software and everything, and it's very expensive. I must admit it's trying to keep up when updated and upgraded is also expensive. But, I've heard there's ways around everything, and you Google that kind of thing. I don't know anything about that. I buy all my software. Basically, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and learned something. If you learn something, that's good enough. And one more thing I want to say is don't get discouraged by the cost of stuff. And really, one more thing I want to say is something I want to discuss is garbage equipment. I would rather save my money up or whatever than to buy some little garbage equipment or whatever. And garbage equipment can be something that you can outgrow fast. You really don't want to buy those little whatever port or whatever things. You do what you got to do, but always keep in mind of the expansion. And always keep in mind that your goal is to have a full functioning Project Studio. And when I say Project Studio, always remember, at the end of the day, the Project Studio is for your projects. Whether you do it for, you get clients or whatever, and that's cool and that's okay because you'll be able to do it. But always let them know and make sure they have a clear understanding that this is a Project Studio and not a full-fledged, 100% blase bling bling recording studio. And things will work out. And I wish you luck.